Hi, welcome back to Headlines and Headaches. I'm Alina,
And I am Bailey.
and today we're going to be talking about ad controversies and PR controversies. Sorry.
And today we have a special guest with us. This is my sister, Autumn Pate. I brought her here today because she's very knowledgeable with history and old advertisements. Is there anything you'd like to add about yourself? Introduction for you?
Let's see. Well, like my sister Bailey said, my name is Autumn Pate. I actually am not a Schreiner student. I used to be, but now I work at the Logan Library. I love history. My goal is to become an archivist, and I will talk your ear off about anything advertising related. So, thank y'all both for having me on the show, and I'm really excited for us to get started.
Happy to have you. All right. So, like we did last time, I have a silly little game.
Yay!
Game one, we'll be doing 3 different games today. This is the first one. So, the name of the game is Makeup Names Are Really Whack. Is this makeup or a snack? So, the goal of the game is I'm going to give you the name or the title of a product. And right off the top of your head, you have to say if it's makeup or if it's food. Are
Okay.
you all ready to play?
I think we're ready.
Yep.
Awesome. Your first one is Cherry Bomb.
Makeup.
I'm gonna say makeup.
You're both right. It's makeup. Mango Tango.
Ooh,
That sounds like a
food.
really good smoothie.
Smoothie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
food.
It is food, is fruit gushers.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Toasted almond.
Why do I feel makeup? I'm getting makeup
Like
vibe.
foundation.
Yeah.
You are both right.
Yes.
It is
We're
actually
so good at this.
foundation. Honey mustard.
Isn't that a food?
That's a food.
It is a food, is specifically Pringles. Cherry blossom.
I thought that was a scent.
Yeah, I'm like Bath and Body Works, right?
I'm still gonna go with like makeup cosmetics.
Okay,
It
we're
is-
differing here.
It is
Yeah.
makeup.
You thought it was food? Okay.
I don't know because like cherry blossom, like in Japan, they have the cherry blossom.
It
flavors.
is
I thought you
sometimes
were
a
trying
food.
to
I was trying to
trick
trip
us.
y'all. Yeah,
You
yeah.
got me. You got me.
Your next one is cinnamon stick.
That could be both. To
I
me. That
know,
really could be
right? This is
both.
why
I
did
feel
this
like
to
you're
y'all.
trying to mess with us again.
I
So
am.
but I think it's like a reverse mess. So I'm just gonna go
Oh.
with food again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with food.
It's makeup. I'm sorry.
Oh,
All right. Your last one is raisin rage.
makeup.
I'm gonna say makeup because I don't know about any food products.
It is
but
makeup. I just had to throw that one in there because it
Raisin
was just
Rage.
What
funny.
is that? Like,
Yeah.
It is Sephora lipstick. They're like
Interesting.
Sephora brand lipstick.
Imagine being like, "Hey guys, I have Raisin Rage on today."
right? It was like something weird to say.
Wow.
Well, thank you for playing my silly game. And now that we are warmed up, let us get right into the controversies. I have 2 for y'all.
Great.
They'll be kind of back to back, but if you want to interject anything at any point, absolutely please do. So the first one is about a skincare company called Mario Badescu. So it was started by a guy named Mario Badescu, obviously, and he was from like Romania, like area over there, and then he died and left all of his products and all of his company to his grandkids. So they're the one that is now managing it. So they released a product called the Mario Badescu Healing Cream. It was very, very popular. But people noticed after they started using it that they were having burning, itching, irritation, dryness, inflammation. Really, really bad stuff to have.
Yeah.
And obviously, their other stuff hadn't changed, so they only pinpointed it to that one cream. They looked, and it turned out that a study was done in Korea about the skincare product, and there was undisclosed steroids in the product.
In
There
the
was
product.
hydrocortisone, which is a standard steroid.
Yeah.
You can get it off the counter. There's also triamcinolone acetonide. That is a straight acid that is only given to you by dermatologists. You can only get as prescription, and it causes severe damage to the skin with prolonged use. So they got into serious trouble. It was the Choi versus Mario Badescu in 2012 was the actual name of the lawsuit. They had to recall all of their products everywhere, and they were now prohibited from selling any products with any undisclosed information about the ingredients.
Mhm.
And they had to give vouchers for all of the affected customers, giving them half off of any of the products.
Oh my goodness.
So that is the first one I have for you.
So not very healing.
No,
very
no,
healing.
it did the absolute opposite. It was
Wow.
more of like destroying cream.
Destroying.
instead of
Yeah.
healing. Yeah, it was bad stuff. And similarly, there was another brand. This one comes from Japan, of all places. It was by Procter and Gamble, also known as P&G. They released a product called SK2. It was an essence serum type thing.
Mhm.
And it was in around 2005, it went to China. And that's where this case takes place, is in China. So a Chinese consumer sued SK2 and questioned the product safety and the credibility of the ads. SK2 was promising a lot that Mario Badescu was promising with you'll have rejuvenated skin, you'll feel refreshed, you'll be glowing, like all that stuff that people were really wanting and still want. That product ended up being banned in Europe and China. It's no longer banned during this entire case. And it turned out that it contained 3 major ingredients that are illegal to sell in China and in Europe.
Mm.
The first one is called Batura. It's the least worrisome of the 3, but it is a fermented extract of sake. So it
Oh.
has some weird effects on the
Yeah.
skin. I don't think is really, good to be putting alcohol directly on
Yeah.
your face
Mhm.
because, it causes like dryness and itching and all that kind of stuff. The second one is chromium. If you don't know what chromium is a chemical that is used in stainless steel, chrome plating, and alloys.
Oh.
When it comes into contact with the skin, it causes skin irritation, contact dermatitis, redness, swelling, rashes, and very extreme cases, ulcers.
Oh,
Oh,
They
my
had
God.
that undisclosed in their ingredients.
That's scary.
that
The
is very
last
scary.
one is even worse. They had neodymium, which is also a chemical. If you don't know what neodymium is, it's used in magnets, lasers, ceramics, electric vehicles, welding, MRI scanners, magnetic braces, and bone repairs. Yeah. And when that comes into contact with your skin when it's not supposed to, it causes bruising, blood flow reduction, and cuts. So a lot of bad stuff was going on. So because of these issues, this Chinese consumer was like, "Hey, I'm having issues. It's your fault because I'm using your product." And the brand P&G got fined 200,000 Chinese yuan, which is a lot,
Mhm.
but in USD, it roughly goes about to $2,800. So there is your 2 controversies for you. Any
Yeah.
thoughts you'd like to share?
Wow.
A lot of information.
It really shows you really need to be checking what's in your
Mhm.
ingredients and looking up things if you don't know what something means.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's interesting because I'm wondering, like, did they think that these were like miracle products, like this stuff used on metal, or were they just like, oh, we can get away with putting this random stuff in our products?
Yeah, like
My guess is it's very popular more nowadays, but kind of then is microderming, which is like when you have something abrasive on the skin, it punctures the skin so that way the product can get in there.
Mhm.
My guess is they were putting that in, being like, oh, it's microderming. It's little plastic
That makes a little more
shards and little
sense,
metal
yeah.
shards.
It's
But
so healthy.
It's so healthy.
healthy.
But I think that's why they're doing it. I really could not find anything on why they did what they did. They never disclosed what they did. But yeah, it caused severe issues, and a lot of people were injured after this.
Wonder why.
And SK2 is still around
Oh.
without, the chemicals, hopefully. But they do still sell SK2.
Wow.
Yes,
That's
yes.
scary.
That is very scary.
I know. I would never use that product again.
No.
That's what I have. I believe, Autumn, you have a food product for us.
I do have a food product for you. So to start, I would like y'all to imagine in your head one of your favorite name brand food items. So for me, it would be Arizona tea. I love Arizona tea so much, or Dr. Pepper. So do y'all have something you can think of that's
Ooh.
very, very food related? Something name brand, maybe like a Big Mac or root beer.
Oh, root beer.
Root
That's
beer.
me.
Okay,
That's
root beer
me.
enjoyer. I appreciate that. I get that. Yeah. Bailey, what about you?
Right now, it's cranberry Sprite.
Cranberry
Ooh,
Sprite.
I really love a good cranberry
another
Sprite.
another classic. So, what would y'all feel like if for some reason out of the blue your favorite drink, root beer or cranberry Sprite, the recipe got changed?
Oh, this is like the whole new Coke thing.
Oh my gosh. Y'all
I would hate it.
y'all know exactly what I'm talking
Oh
about.
God.
Yes.
You got me
So,
heated.
if you were a American resident in 1985, a Coke enjoyer, as you will, you might be miffed with what Coca-Cola decided to do. So it's 1985 around April, and Coca-Cola notices that their soda it's not like they're going down in stock, but for a long time they've been the major people on the market. It's like it's Coca-Cola and everyone else is way below them. But
Mhm.
Pepsi is starting to creep up there as the second soda brand in America. And Coca-Cola can't have that happen. So they decide to become better, stronger, and sweeter. So they take their product and they revamp the recipe and the formula. So Pepsi, if you ever had Pepsi, it's sweeter than Coca-Cola is, and they decide that they're going to combat it. So they do a test audience and they give them New Coke, which is this sweeter, sort of less complex formula. And while on paper it worked, actually a lot of the test audience really liked the new flavor. It doesn't work when you try to change this traditional thing and make it something new. So when Coca-Cola announced in April of 1985 that they were rolling out New Coke, people pretty much revolted. People weren't drinking it. They were stockpiling different, like for around the country, they would take Coca-Cola products and like the original Coca-Cola, and they would
And they stock
stockpile
it.
to the point where there was a Coca-Cola black market. Like
Oh
you
my
could
gosh.
you could like find people selling cases of old Coke
Wow.
because people didn't want to buy the new Coke. It's serious, right? So especially in the South, you had so in like kind of the upper Northeast, people were like, oh, whatever, it's Coke, I'll drink it. But Southerners really like their Coke, and they saw New Coke as kind of Coca-Cola. You know, they're not sticking it to the man anymore. They're trying to side with the Yankees and Pepsi, and they couldn't have that. So especially around the South, people were calling Coca-Cola's hotline daily with insults
No.
and
Oh my
telling them to
gosh.
change it back, to the point where one guy founded, I think it's called the Old Cola Drinkers of America. So there's a whole society that was founded to petition Coca-Cola to bring back old Coke.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Pretty bad, right?
This
Yeah.
feels like a more extreme version of the toilet paper black market.
Yes, I
during
was thinking
COVID.
about that. I was like, it's the whole toilet paper thing.
I know.
All over again.
I also have to say, so we heard briefly about this in class with Dr. Mora, and Stacy, one of her classmates in there, her grandmother lived through that era and went through the whole New Coke thing. So she instantly texted her grandmother and said, "What do you think about New Coke?" The instant response that Stacy received was, "Don't get me started on it." And all of us just died because we didn't think it was that extreme, but we didn't live through it.
I
But
know,
no,
yeah.
yeah, if my Sprite got changed, I would be livid.
Yeah, it's this great example of like, it doesn't matter how successful it is on paper, you don't mess with tradition. You can't
No,
mess with
you can't.
tradition. It was so this happened from April to July. So by July, they rolled it back. They went back to old Coke. They lost around $30 million from
Oh
this.
my
marketing
gosh.
stunt.
That's a lot.
It was discontinued in 2002. So for a while they had the classic Coke, that's what they were calling it, and they called it Coke 2, which is a little bit of a weird title.
Mhm.
That sounds
Um,
nefarious.
Yeah, Coke 2.
Mm.
But if you were around anywhere from 1985 to 2002, you could buy both products until they discontinued it because it just
Yeah.
was not selling. But yeah, so I guess any companies out there looking to like revamp their formulas, either don't do it or do it in secret.
Yeah.
Be very careful.
Be very careful.
I could not.
I don't
No,
think
I
so.
could never.
If oh my god, if root beer. Well, because like to me, like even different brands have different tastes in root beer. Like
Mhm.
AW is my favorite, but I like Mug too, and I can do what's I forgot another one.
St. Arnold's is really
Barg.
good.
I think it's Barg or something like that. Like they all different flavors,
Yeah.
but they're still root beer.
Mhm.
But it's their own formulas. So, but I'm sorry if you changed that, I would be so devastated.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel like that about ice cream. I'm an ice cream purist. I will only eat like Bluebell and Creamy Creations
Yeah.
and Swoon. And if I eat anything outside of that, I absolutely hate it.
Inferior.
It-
That's my
it's
mom's, My
inferior.
mom hates Marble Slab. She's like, it's not the same.
Fair.
She's like, it's Baskin Robbins or Bluebell. That's it.
Understandable. I feel that one. Yeah, I could never. But wow. Thank you
I
for
know.
sharing that.
Absolutely.
That was a good one.
Absolutely.
I was not expecting you to just come out with that one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, Alina, what do you have for us today?
Oh, okay. Well, I have clothing. I'm sorry. I love this one. So, this is a recent one. American Eagle came out with their ad in this August. I don't know if you heard about it, but it featured Sidney Sweeney. She's an actress, and let me put it this way. She is a blonde, blue-eyed, light-skinned woman, right? Very important for later. So this ad uses the homophone of jeans and jeans, right? Two completely different words. And while she was, and okay, there's so much to this ad because the way they shot her and stuff was a little sexually too. So that was another problem. But when she's like saying, I think if I could pull it up, I want to play it for you because you guys just have to hear it.
Oh no.
We gotta wait for the ad. Hold on, guys.
Oh yes, all the
Ad
ads.
before the ad.
Because we're college students and we don't pay for YouTube
No.
Premium.
No.
Absolutely not.
We're very cheap.
Down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sidney Sweeney has great genes.
Like that is one of the ads. Hello.
Wow.
Okay.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, of
She
course.
sounds like off-brand Britney Spears. I just have to say that real quick.
My jeans are blue.
Yeah, no, she sounds like an off-brand Britney Spears right now.
But yeah, okay. So that was one thing, and then the fact that they're using jeans and jeans created a whole controversy because they're like, "Hey, she's white. Are you promoting white supremacy, eugenics, stuff like that?" So a lot of people took it very negatively, and it caused a whole like uprising. Like, we don't like American Eagle anymore, right? All this controversy. Well, a month later, Gap, another famous clothing line for jeans too and denim, put out their ad campaign. Now theirs is Better in Denim, and it featured a new world girl pop group named Cat's Eye. They are literally 6 girls from different places around the world. Like that was their idea of the girl group. It's supposed to be diverse. So when both of these put together, it does not look good for American Eagle using a white female and then a diverse girl group. So this caused a lot of chaos. But I do have a question. Like, do you think both these ads were successful after I explained this term? So there's an ABC PR method. The A is audience and B is big picture and C is the communication. So let's do this together as a group. So
Together
audience, do they have the same audience?
I think the intent was to have the same audience, but it just did not come across, at least on the American Eagle side. But the Gap one very much has audience in mind.
Would you say, will it be like younger generation?
Definitely both younger with Cat's Eye and Sidney Sweeney. Those are both from
Right?
the younger generation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, what about the big picture? Like their overall goal is to sell their brand, right? Do you think they did that? They sold their brand?
Well, obviously, American Eagle did not, because people were like, "How dare you?" And they probably went to Gap, honestly.
Which is actually kind of funny because since this controversy happened, it got very political. So when it got political, they actually did sell quite a few jeans and stuff.
Wow.
So because the president got involved too, so that's kind of what
Oh.
helped them. And then the last one, communication. So like, did they make people talk about them? Did they actually make their campaign a campaign?
Any news is good news.
Yeah, I was about to say any kind of press is good for any kind of image because it gets people talking about you. Then you become trending and then
Mhm.
you're in everybody's head, everybody's phone, and nobody doesn't know who you are.
Exactly. You got people talk. That's all that you need to do for an ad campaign, right? So that's why I was like, the fact that they had 2 different versions and different ways they went with the people, but they still got sales. They still promoted their brand.
Yeah.
So it really like emphasizes on there's no bad like PR. There is no bad thing. No matter what, you're gonna get someone to talk about you.
Mhm.
That was my first one. Do you have
So,
something?
I do, and I'm like really excited. I'm like jumping up and down because mine is also about jeans.
Okay.
Mine is also about jeans, and mine is about controversy and how no PR is bad PR. So I'm really excited actually to talk about this. But I'm going to talk about Calvin Klein jeans.
Ooh, okay.
So Calvin Klein is interesting. They have a long history of controversial advertisements and PR campaigns. This one in particular happened in the 1980s around a model named Brooke Shields. Do y'all know who Brooke Shields is?
I don't believe I do. The
So
80s aren't my
Looks her up real
specialty.
quick.
It's okay. There's no grade, I promise. She was a very popular model, very lovely.
Oh, I do know her. Sorry.
Oh, congratulations. Then you may know where this is going. So Brooke Shields was a model back in the 1980s, and Calvin Klein decided to use her as the face of their new campaign. So she had this long run doing modeling for Calvin Klein, posing and talking about their new jeans. Kind of Calvin Klein's thing was they didn't do skinny jeans, but they were kind of some of the first companies to do like not super baggy jeans, like more form-fitting, more fashion forward.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they were trying to promote, and they used this young, fresh model, Brooke Shields, as the face for that. So the controversy, though, did not come from necessarily her, but it came from her age. So Brooke Shields is posing in these ways that aren't explicit, but are more geared towards an adult woman. So you just think like kind of the way she's posing, like hips out, or the things that she's wearing, which wouldn't be a problem if she wasn't 15.
Oh,
So I was like,
Collective
wait, how old is
ooh.
she?
Collective ooh. So even though the poses themselves weren't necessarily explicit, it was the reason that it was the way that she was modeling them, and the fact that she was modeling them for adult women that caused people to be like, why would you do that? There's lots of
Why would you
beautiful
put a
models.
kid
Why are you putting a
first?
15-year-old in these advertisements? Kind of to add to that was the semi-provocative tagline. So just imagine Brooke Shields saying this: "Do you know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing." Yeah.
You know, now that you're saying this stuff, I think I did watch, like, I was looking up some stuff and I saw that one. You're right.
Yeah, and
I saw
there's
it
like a
was-
whole documentary
Yes,
about Brooke
there
Shields.
is.
She's
Wow.
very interesting character. She's really
Mhm.
interesting. So as you can imagine, the backlash was pretty immediate. Calvin Klein himself, the CK man himself, responded and basically just said, "It's helping sell the jeans. People would go into stores and say, I want the Brooke Shields jeans. Give me the Brooke Shields jeans." So whether you like it or not, it did work. Although the ads were banned from ABC and CBS.
Oh.
So it was a big enough controversy to get people
Oh,
to
cool.
pull it from news networks, which
Mhm.
is good. But it just goes to show that even if you have this huge emotional reaction, it's still helping the brand.
Still helping the brand.
Yeah.
For better or
no
for
matter
worse,
what,
it still helps the brand.
every time.
Definitely.
I do have to ask, was it public knowledge that she was 15, or did that come out like later?
It's kind of like she's very but you can like if you look at a picture of your 15-year-old
Yeah.
self, you're like, yeah, I was like, she just looks younger, and she was a fairly famous fashion model. So like it would be like seeing Sidney Sweeney. You'd be like, oh, that's Brooke Shields, the 15-year-old model.
So it was pretty common that she was young.
It was
I
pretty
think
common
after this, for
knowledge,
sure,
yeah.
they knew.
Oh,
her.
yeah,
Definitely.
definitely after.
It is interesting. I will say I haven't watched the documentary, but I did see on that documentary that Brooke Shields did. She did say that she didn't see the controversy behind the CK
Okay.
jeans, and I know that she's said some other stuff, but for that specifically, she thought that it wasn't controversial. So do with that knowledge as you will.
Interesting personal take from her.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, before we get into the music section, I have our second little game. It is
great.
called Plotline, Playlist, or Place. So you will be guessing if the name or title that I give you is a book title, the name of a store or brand, or if it's the name of a band. And once
Oh
again,
God.
speed round. So just go with what you think it is. And your first one.
Wait, what was the
Yeah,
options?
yeah,
again?
Oh yeah,
Can you give us
sorry.
options?
Your first one is book.
Book,
Your second one is brand.
Brand.
And your last one is band.
Okay.
Yes,
Book, brand, band.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you say it before I say it. All right, are y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, your first one is The Glass House.
I think it's a band.
I think it's a book. Sounds like a thriller.
It is a book.
Damn.
Your second one is The Copper Closet.
I think that's a.
Book.
I'm gonna say brand.
It is a brand.
Oh God, I suck at this.
Yes.
The third one is The Wild Unknown.
I'm so scared to guess.
I made these hard on purpose.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm gonna go with book again.
I'm gonna go with band.
You're both wrong. It is a brand. It is a
Whoa.
boutique,
Oh.
specifically.
Oh, okay.
Your fourth one is The Paper Kites.
When it has the in front of it, I think band.
Band, right?
It is a band, yes. Your fifth one is Brandy Melville.
Oh, that's a
A
brand.
brand.
That is a brand. Yes, I had to give y'all an easy one.
I kind of stuck and guess.
Your next one is the Atlas 6.
The 6 makes me think band.
But I'm thinking like book too, though.
Oh,
Final answers.
I'm gonna say book.
band.
Book.
Yes.
Gosh darn it.
And your last one is The Moon and More.
Brand.
I'm gonna say brand.
It is a book.
Oh man.
Yes, I know. These things get tricky. They are very confusing in the
Very
way that
artsy.
very artsy. But this is a great segue into music and how music can be artsy and what it means and what it does. And Autumn, I believe you have something for me first.
Okay, I do. I hope y'all enjoy this. I certainly enjoyed researching it. So we're gonna go back to 1985, which is when New Coke was getting released. So just a lot happened in 1985, guys.
How did people survive the
Yeah,
80s?
lots of happened. So we're going to be talking about this sort of campaign, and it's interesting because you can say that was both successful and unsuccessful. I'm going to get into that in a second. So we're going to be talking about the PMRC, which is the Parents Music Resource Center in 1985. So what is the Parents Music Resource Center, or PMRC? Well, it's a bipartisan government committee, which is basically just saying it's a committee. It was founded by, it started with like concerned mothers, usually like evangelists, and it was about the satanic panic. Do y'all know what the satanic
Ooh,
panic
yes.
is?
I've heard of it a little bit, but I don't know too much about it.
So
Have you not seen Stranger Things?
yeah, so
Nothing?
basically in a nutshell, there was sort of this this upheaval in the 80s where parents were concerned that there was a lot of occult activity going on, and it maybe was justified, maybe wasn't, but it led to this sort of hypersensitivity when it came to violence or provocative
Yeah.
things, and that maybe it was leading children down the wrong path. So satanic panic is what started that. And of course, when you think about satanic panic and music, you come to rock and metal bands, which were especially controversial in the 1980s.
Yes,
So this group, interestingly enough, was financially backed by two very interesting people that you would not expect to be involved in this. Are you ready? Mike
Ready.
Love of the Beach Boys
Okay.
and Joseph Coors of Coors Beers.
Huh?
Okay.
Weird little crossover
Yeah.
there. Weird little crossover. So they're the ones that financially backed it. And this group was interested in basically banning songs that were considered too provocative, that children should not listen to at all. So there's outright bans. It was not called this, like, this was not the official name, but it became known as the Filthy 15. Which is very dramatic.
Yeah, it is
So in
very
1985, they released the Filthy 15, and I will tell you the bands, I won't tell you the song names, but here's some of the bands. They're very classic. We have Black Sabbath, Twisted Sister, AC/DC,
Yep.
Cyndi Lauper, Madonna, and one of my personal favorites, Def Leppard. So these very classic bands, they had 15 songs from these bands, and they said these songs are bad because of these reasons, and we want them banned. Did they succeed in that? Of course not. But what they did succeed in is they're the reason when you go to like a music store and you see the parental advisory
Yeah.
sticker, that's because of them.
Oh, okay.
So they were the reason
Interesting.
that is now a thing. So that's the good. That's the good. The bad and the ugly is, of course, when they released this Filthy 15 list, children would look at this and be like, great, I know exactly what songs to listen to
It backfired
to make
them.
my parents mad at me.
Yeah.
So I guess that's sort of a cautionary tale. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't be too, because of course rock and metal are still really popular today. And in fact, this sort of branding that was like put upon them of satanic panic kind of just made them go all the harder. I'm like, yeah, we're cool and like
Yeah.
wicked. So did it succeed? Yes and no, but it certainly left us with some very interesting results.
Wow, I did not know any of that. I feel like as a music major I should have, but now I know, and
Now
I
you
can
know.
I can add that to my arsenal of knowledge to share with people.
I'm just the fact that it was founded by Mike Love of the Beach Boys and Joseph
Yeah,
Coors,
so
who,
random.
of course, it's so weird. I
That's
don't
such
really
a weird
understand
pairing.
that.
Like, in what
I wanna
world and
know.
universe did they get together and be like, huh, you know what we should do? Form
Yeah, that's what I'm
PMRC.
saying.
Yeah.
Like,
We just really don't like rock music. Yeah.
Which is funny because it kind of depends on the song and the album stuff, but Beach Boys kind of falls under rock. Most of their songs and
It
stuff.
does.
It's on the subgenre end,
Mhm.
but it still does fall under that subgenre
They're
because
like
they
too
fall
much
under
rock. Too much rock, guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they fall under psych rock, and that one, depending on the band and stuff, can get along the same lines of the others that they were trying to ban and stuff. So I found that quite humorous. Yeah,
Definitely.
little bit strange.
This reminds me of the whole book ban too.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
kind of concept. It's like they ban the books. Okay, we're just gonna buy them and read them.
Yeah, you're
That's
bringing
just-
attention to the things
You're
you don't
literally
want to.
promoting the books.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Same thing.
If they had done it quietly, I think it would have been a different situation, because if they hadn't put it out there where kids would have access to the list, then kids, yeah, they might have stumbled across it, but they wouldn't have been going out of their way to go and find it.
Yeah.
So I think if they wanted good results, they should have just kept it on the down low. Yeah.
Yes.
I have one to go off of yours.
Okay.
A little bit of a different line. Are y'all familiar with the song "This Is America" by Childish Gambino?
Very familiar. I remember
Love
when it
that
came
song.
out.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorites. So this is just a little like precursor to what I'm going to get into. It's a very controversial song for many, many reasons. One of the reasons being that it actually had a lawsuit against it for copyright infringement by a guy named Kid West. And he had a song called Made in America. And he claimed that This Is America, both in title, in lyrics, and in musicality, was too similar to Made in America. I can't speak on that fact. I haven't listened to it. But a judge ruled that it wasn't similar enough and case was dismissed. This is just the tip of the iceberg on the whole controversy surrounding the song. There's a lot of symbolism, and that's where people take issue with it. There's symbolism in the music, how they decided to design the instruments and the beats, how they did the music video, the dancing, the costumes, and in the lyrics themselves that Donald Glover actually wrote. So some of the ones that people had the most issue with was gun violence, because the entire thing is to say, hey, this is what America looks like to me. This is what I see. So he wanted to share gun violence. And in some of the shots, you can see a guy getting shot down, congregations, groups of people getting shot down. So he wanted to spread awareness to this. The second one is racism. Racism has been an issue throughout the entire history of the entire world. It's something that probably will never go away, but he wanted to share what it was like from his perspective. The dancing that he decided to do is very similar to the minstrel shows from way back in the 1900s where people were doing blackface.
Oh.
So while the dancers were actually Black people, they weren't obviously doing blackface, but they were doing the dances that people in minstrel shows were originally doing, making fun of the Black people during that time. The last one was he talked about social inequality in America and the violence versus the pursuit of wealth in America with different genres of people. Some of the lyrics say, "Get your money, Black man. You're just a barcode. They gonna find you. Police be tripping now, and don't catch you slipping now." So everything points towards, hey, you need to be on your guard. You need to watch what you're doing. People are out to get you. And yes, it is a fallen world where people are gonna always be out to get other people. But he steered it obviously to a point where he could speak on himself being a Black man. He wanted to share this with other Black people, people different races and cultures and everything. But people had issue with this because people were concerned that he would inadvertently be promoting gun violence and drugs and violence. And he was trying to share a positive message of, hey, this needs to stop. So I want to kind of look at this from two different perspectives. There's a theory called agenda setting theory. The theory is about shaping public perception on what issues are important. So it's all about what you see on the news first. When you see the news, there's always that red text running on the bottom. There's stuff that says breaking news. There's the headlines that go with mug shots. That is all specifically designed to stay in your brain longer. We also have advertisements. They also have bright text, super a lot of colors. It has music playing a certain way. Everything is designed and catered to make it stick in your head. Music videos work the exact same way. People like to watch music videos. It brings the song to life. And especially if somebody can't picture images in their head on their own, it's very helpful. This music video got 970 million views.
Wow.
It reached a lot of people. And on Spotify streams, it has 637 million. So it is very, very popular. So I guarantee if you went into any high school right now, people would know who Childish Gambino is and who This Is America is. So my question to you is based on agenda setting and on how public perception is shaped through specific ads and music videos and stuff. Do you think this was a good thing that he did to make it super popular, or do you think it had negative side effects?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. You can really go either way.
You can.
I'm gonna take it more as a creative and like freedom of speech kind of thing, where yes, I think like he had every right to do it, and it's a good song anyway. But I think no matter what, you're gonna get controversy.
Yeah.
Especially with the topic he's doing, you're gonna get it in this world. But I honestly think it was a good idea that he did it overall.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when this song came out and it was all over the news. Like everyone was talking about it. I just remember, and I can't remember who said it, and it might be no one, but when people say art is supposed to comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable, and I think that's kind of what this music video falls into. If you're disturbed or upset by it, it probably
it's true.
It's true. It's probably a good thing.
That is great to segue into my next point
Oh my gosh.
of goodwill through strategic communication.
Oh,
So
yes.
strategic communication is anything that has a specific means of getting across a message. So that can be through an emotion, it can be through whether it's in print or digital or anything like that. And goodwill is seen as strategic communication. So his intent was obviously goodwill. He wanted to share, hey, this is what it's like, and try and do some kind of social reform. And it did work. In some ways, you can really go left or right on this issue. When the Black Lives Matter movement first started, this was their chosen anthem for it. They decided that this was the best one to try and get our point across of, hey, we do matter. Hey, let's speak up for ourselves. Let's advocate for ourselves. Let's advocate for other people. So it really shows that while some people took his goodwill as something completely different and said, hey, this needs to not be here. This needs to go away. We don't want our kids listening to this. Other people did take it for what he intended it to be and be like, hey, no, this is an anthem for us. This was created for us. Let's use it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a cool one to share with y'all today.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
Are we ready for our third and last game before we get into retail?
Yes.
Let's do this.
All right, this one is my favorite one. I've been
Okay.
saving the title. All right, this one is called Scented or Sentient.
Ooh.
The
nervous laugh.
You can laugh. You can
I
laugh.
don't like that.
I
That
know.
scares me.
I did on purpose.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
so the aim of the game is once again speed rounds. I will be giving you a name, and you are going to guess if it is the name of a child or the name of a luxury candle scent.
Oh, God.
So is this like baby name planning for us? It can be.
Yeah, this is what you shouldn't name your kids.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
They get a little wild.
Okay.
Some of them are kind of cute, but they do get a little
Are
wild.
these like celebrity babies?
They are celebrity
Okay.
babies.
Nepo babies.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. All right. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right. Your first one is Apple.
100% believe it's a child.
Yeah, I think that's.
100% believe.
It is Gwyneth Paltrow's daughter.
I thought so.
Really?
I thought it was-
Yes. Blue Ivy.
I think it's that.
That's actually a pretty name. Sorry, I don't
Either
know
one
why.
is pretty.
Isn't that Beyonce? Is that Beyonce or is it Rihanna?
It's Beyonce's daughter.
Oh, good
Look at
job.
me.
Yeah.
You have Juniper next.
I think
Wait,
that's
can you
too,
repeat that?
Juniper.
Juniper?
That's too normal.
It's too normal.
I'm gonna
It's-
say it's a scent.
I'm gonna say it's a scent.
it is a scent.
Yep.
We have Orange Blossom.
What in the Milo ponies?
Very, very
I'm
MLP
so
coded.
sorry.
I'm gonna say scent because I don't think that rolls off the tongue enough to like yell it at your kid like orange, get over here. So I'm gonna say scent.
Oh
It
my
is
God,
a
that's-
candle.
yeah.
Yeah. We have Bluebell next.
That's a name.
I'm gonna say scent.
It is the name of Orlando Bloom's
There we
daughter.
go.
Bluebell.
Yes.
Bluebell bloom.
Bluebell
It's actually
Bloom.
pretty.
We
actually
have
pretty.
Gypsy Water.
I believe Gypsy's a name. I
Gypsy
know,
is a name.
Well, yeah, but Gypsy Water, like that is
Gy-
their.
Gypsy Water. Yes.
Please tell me that's a scent. If that's a
think it's
child's
scent.
name,
That is a scent. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. We have Sangria.
sangria.
I know.
Please be a
yes.
scent.
It's gotta be a scent.
It is a
Okay.
scent. Yes. All right. The next four I'm very excited about.
Oh, no.
You're going to know what they are. I just threw them in because I had to share.
Okay.
Audio Science.
Are you serious?
I am legit serious.
Science.
That is a name.
It is the name. It is the name of somebody's son. I can't pronounce their celebrity name. He has the name of their
I'm
child.
sorry. Interesting. Interesting.
Moon Unit.
No.
I can't take this seriously.
Don't do this to us.
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
Answer the question.
Scent. It's scent. It's a scent. Please let it be scent.
It's the name of a child. Yeah.
Very interesting,
And
guys.
we have
No.
Cricket Pearl.
What does that even mean?
Cricket, like in the bug, and
Choose a
pearl as
genre
in
for your name.
stone. Cricket Pearl.
I keep saying scent because I'm a hopeful person.
It's
not.
the name of somebody's daughter.
How?
I don't know.
gotta
I mean,
get-
his
wait,
his name
hmm.
is also strange. His name, I don't know if it's stage or real, is Busy Phillips. That is his daughter's
Oh, okay.
name. And the last one, it is Moxie Crime Fighter.
This is so many I'm laughing at people's names. I'm so sorry.
No, I feel like they're laughable.
So I'm guessing it's a name.
It is the name. It is the very
So
unfortunate
it's
name.
her
of
middle
s-
name?
No.
so
that's her
like
first
on their
name.
birth certificate, it's like the first two names, a middle name, and a last name.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and her it's the name of somebody's daughter. It's Moxie Crime
At least
Fighter.
it could have been like Moxie do robberies, so at least it's crime
I
fighter.
know,
Yeah,
I
I guess
know.
so.
But yeah, I mean, Moxie's a little bit of a unique, but it would be kind of cute if we just left the crime fighter
Fighting,
off of it.
yeah.
Like, you're setting up your kid for failure at that point.
She's like, I'm Batman.
No, exactly. No, because there is a sidetrack a little bit because it's really funny to share. A lot of people, when they cross over to America or they go somewhere else, they learn whatever language is prominent there. They like to change whatever their original given name was to the name
Oh.
of whatever happens to be whatever country it is. So there is actually a comedian skit I saw of somebody talking about his dad. I don't know what his dad's original name was, but he came over from China, came to the US. He named himself Richard because he thought if he named himself Richard, it would make him
Rich.
richer.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of
Oh.
people name their kids and themselves things in like ways of being like, okay, this is your new profession, child of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
guess so.
Moxie Crime Fighter.
At least they're aiming so high
They,
though.
they got to go into
Yeah.
the
Not grocery
police
store
or
worker,
something. I
crime
know.
fighter.
Crime fighter. That kid better be going into like the LAPD or something. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my last game. Alina, would you like to wrap us up with your
Yes.
last thing for us?
On we're going from like a goofy to like a little serious. My bad, guys. So for my retail one, I picked the Gillette ad. I don't know if you guys seen it, but happened about 6 years ago. It's called The Best a Man Can Get, and it was like almost a 2-minute ad.
That's a long for ad.
A little. It's like a minute 50-ish, kind of around there. And it's like a symbolic storytelling ad, so it's a story, right? And they are talking about how they point out how like men they bully, they sexually harass women, boys will be boys, like all the toxic masculinity, right, in the world, and how they are trying to fix it. Because this happened after the Me Too movement. So this was kind of their like saying like we want to do better, right? They had goodwill, like you mentioned, a strategic calm, is that they wanted to do better. They wanted to show the woman like we care, right? But since this is a controversy, we know where this goes. It ended up going very well. So they when they got split reactions, like a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is good. You're doing better. You're trying to change." And then people were like, "Why do we need a razor ad to tell us this? You should do it on your own. Men should do it on their own." So a lot of this is like really bad, but their story was actually really cute. Like if you want, please watch it. I think it's a good ad. I personally love it. But my question to you guys is, do you guys think it was smart for them to use like a very storytelling ad about this, or do you think it wasn't?
I have like two different takes on it. I think it was very good intention. I think when they released it was the issue. It released as a Super Bowl ad. So it came across to a lot of people. Statistically speaking, if you look at the statistics, around any kind of season, but mainly football season, is when domestic violence spikes because of if somebody loses the game, their team, oh no, domestic violence happens. So it was very controversial also in that fact. So I think, yes, the ad was good because they were trying to like spread awareness about an issue, but they should have picked a different time to release it. That was really poor planning. I get the point of releasing it when you have more viewers and more people are on their TV, but maybe don't release it around like DV season. Maybe don't do it like that.
That is actually really good information. Yeah, like I think their timing was wrong in the intent.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that ad and I think it's pretty sweet. I can't remember which Kardashian, but have y'all seen the Pepsi?
Okay, yeah.
Is it Kendall?
I don't
I don't remember.
It was one of them.
One of those young ladies. And it's like the Pepsi commercial, and it's kind of that thing of like you're whatever the opposite of making a mountain out of the molehill is, where it's like this is a big issue and you're kind of trying to put like a little band-aid on it. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So
like that is what people took from it.
yeah, the intention is great. I think maybe it would have been more positive if it was just like this company is donating this much to this organization for domestic violence survivors, and that's it. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help because, like I said, it uses symbolic storytelling. So they're like, oh, they use their razors that they're selling to represent that men need to start a clean slate and stuff like that. They need to clean up. But the only problem is they don't ever show a man shaving in that video.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
They don't. They show them in the mirror looking, but never like actually shaving, which they usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like another thing. That's why people are like, they're not even shaving. Like, what's the point? But I do also want to ask another question is, why do you think a lot of ads do this now? Like the storytelling vibe and trying to put out actual like reasons and like problems going on happening in the world instead of just selling their ad.
I kind of want to say that it might have to do with like Gen Z is the rising generation, and Gen Z has the most people in like the film business, actors, comedians, musicians, like all that kind of stuff. And Gen Z, with all these the music side of it, it gets very artsy. So I would say, if I had to take a guess, that would be my guess, is that they're trying to cater to the newer generation, and they're doing that by being like, hey, here's the story. And also, you can only tell a good story through showing the story. So it's the best way to get the message across, is being like, hey, we're not just going to tell you about this, we're going to show it to you. That would be my take.
Yeah, I think we are a much more like each generation is becoming more socially aware of issues, which is a good thing. And then it's just like, how do companies navigate that? Because it's important. Like, you can't just like, brands and companies can't just like ostrich head in the sands, but at the same time, it's really hard to take anything seriously when it's something that's selling something. There's always that sort of inauthenticity.
Yeah.
So will we ever reach a perfect medium? I don't know. But
No.
it's definitely something
We're
you're seeing more
humans,
of.
no.
Yeah, definitely not.
And there's always like, just kind of like go off that, but we'll never reach like the happy medium of anything, because people have opinions and thoughts. And it's like, it goes back to all the ads that we just talked about. Like, we have people on both sides being like, no, yes, this was a great ad. It had a great story. The people doing it were great. And then we have other people like, why the heck did y'all just do this? This is terrible. Why is this out here? This needs to be banned instantly.
Bring
taken
back
off.
old Coke.
Bring back old Coke. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that is all I have for y'all. Do
That's
you
all
have
I
anything?
Thank you for having me on the show. It was great being here.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and sharing your precious time with us.
Always
Really appreciate my sister joining me. Love to everybody. Love to everybody, because we just ended on a really dark one.
Sorry,
I
guys.
should have done the game after. It's my bad. Well, thank y'all for coming and spending the afternoon
And thank
with
you
me.
for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.